Hello everybody. I want to make a video about HTML and CSS for people who don't know what it is and maybe don't know a lot about programming. And I'll start with what is programming. A short answer would be the way you give instructions to a machine and or any machine or computer. And the way you do it is you have languages, just like we have human languages that are like English. So HTML and CSS are two languages that are used in the browser. A browser like, maybe Chrome or Firefox or Microsoft Edge. When you go to Google, for example, so this page is made of HTML and CSS and JavaScript. Those are the languages that are run in the browser, the internet browser. And these languages, let me just give you a short introduction how it works. It's sort of like you say when you speak, they have a certain grammar, just like English grammar. Okay, so let's say I'm writing like this, for example. The answer is, wait for it, yes. Okay, we have this thing called brackets, and these brackets group the code, and you need to put the brackets in the right order, in the right place. Otherwise, it will change the meaning and it won't make sense. So it's the same with HTML and CSS. So if, for example, if we put the bracket here, or if we put the bracket like this, it won't make sense. The answer is wait for it, yes. Okay, so, and what does so you have rules? It's called in grammar or syntax. It's called syntax, and so we can take a look at it. We can go to for example this page, CSS Zen Garden. It shows you examples. So this is a nice page, right? So you can view the HTML here, or actually we don't even have to download it to view the HTML. We just press the F12 button on your keyboard and you have this thing called the developer console. But or we can even go here and say and here we can see the HTML, and it is sort of like we have the brackets here. It has rules. It's grouped using brackets, and most languages use brackets in different ways, and punctuation similar to English, but not exactly the same. So this is what the page is actually made of. You see this, but this is what the website actually is giving you, and this is only how it's displayed to you. But in reality, this is the instructions here. So it says, for example, title. That means the title over here. What is it supposed to say over here? And then we have a link to something called a style sheet. that also determines the images, and we're going to look at that. But first we can look up, for example, what does HTML, what is HTML? It's short for hypertext markup language. So it's markup. What is markup mean, the word markup? Okay. It means detailed instructions, usually written on a manuscript, concerning make of a page and the like. Yeah. So that's basically what HTML is. It's detailed instructions on, and if we were to remove this link, this is what the page actually looks like. This is what the page actually consists of in terms of HTML, and the other stuff is in the CSS. So this is the different parts. HTML determines the different parts of the page. So we have here, if we scroll down, okay, we have one here. This div is short for divider. The body is the thing is that are inside the view area, and the head is more like the things concerning like the title and different metadata. So here you have the page wrapper, and it has a divider. So you group the text and the stuff into using dividers. So this is a divider here. Yeah. So we're just gonna refresh the page. So this is because when we go into the to a website, we're giving a copy of the HTML. So we're given a copy. So if we do things here, it doesn't affect. It's just a copy, like when you've given a business card, or if you're given a piece of paper with advertise. It's sort of like it's your own paper. You can do what you want with it. It doesn't affect the website to other people. It's just a copy. So you can play around here, and we can. So let's take a look at the CSS, and we can select a certain item to get more using this select element. These things, these objects in the browser are called elements. So we can choose an element here. This this P stands for paragraph, so it's a paragraph element, and so we see here on the right side, you can see the different styles that it has. It has given a font size, it has margins, it has line height. So it shows everything. You can go to the actual file and see here. Okay, this is the thing that makes it look like this, and not like so these instructions, oops, these instructions are the difference between this and this. Okay, so for example, here in the header we have a image, a JPEG. So it tells the header that it has a background and that background has a address, and it's this JPEG file. And so it has different background images. And the thing that is special with this site, it is that you can, yeah, so we've explained give you an idea of what program is, and you've seen HTML. Here, this is HTML. So this is HTML without any CSS. This is what the server gives you, but the server also gives you a CSS, which makes it look good. So, so that's what I want to talk about, the power of CSS. This page is a page dedicated to CSS and showing you the power of CSS because it has the same HTML. So this is the text in the page, but it only has different CSS. So let's take this look at this next. So you see here is the same content, same title, same text, exact same items, but it looks totally different. It's a totally different page or design. So and we can look at another one. Okay, this is also this is the same content, same HTML, same items that we have grouped in dividers and stuff, but it's just the CSS that is different. So we see here the first page had a background image on the header, and this is different CSS. And how do you edit it? You can just here we have a you can press Ctrl S on your keyboard and you will save it, and then you can edit using a code editor like VS Code. And you can have your local copy and edit it. So here we see the HTML, and it's linked to this styles.css, and it has its grammar using brackets, and it has different rules, like a dot means the class name here in the element class,